In this video, you're going to learn how student loan forgiveness impacts a credit score and why you should not be, scared away by the things you may have to do. Maybe take a step back to do 3 or 4 steps forward when it comes to credit scoring. Listen in. This is Philip Tirone, 720 credit score, Neely Law with student loan expert, and you can learn about him at studentloanrelief.us. And we've talked about how we've talked in the first video how the federal forgiveness program works, both the Biden and Harris federal forgiveness plan, but also what you've done for your clients to wipe out $100,000 in federal debt, right? That was video 1. All these video links will be below. Number 2, private student loans. And you talked about 2 aspects. The private student loans that aren't really student loans, and it's a simple lawsuit, many times get them wiped out at 99% success rate. And 2, the student loans that are student loans and how you can get those forgiven as well via bankruptcy. Let's talk about how this impacts credit score, because frankly, credit score brought us together, right? Yep. You were an attorney. You are an attorney. Years ago, you came to me, you want your clients to raise your credit score. That's what we do. And let's chat about that. I mean, a big misconception your clients must have is that, oh my gosh, my credit score is going to be ruined if I get this type of forgiveness. How's it going to show up my credit score? Like, what do you hear like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, first of all, it's very important for me and for my firm and everyone that works here to empower our clients to succeed after the bankruptcy. So, that's, I think, what sets us apart is that many bankruptcy attorneys, there are many good bankruptcy attorneys, very competent. They can get a bankruptcy filed and discharged, and they can eliminate eligible debt. But then their job is over. But to us, that's kind of the beginning, right? That's where we start to say to our clients, all right, here are all the tools you need, here are all the things you need to do to be successful in the future, so that hopefully you're not a repeat client. As much as we love you, we would love to hear from you in the future, but not hear from you in the future to say, hey, I need another bankruptcy, right? To hear how you've built a new business, you saved a bunch of money for retirement, you've been successful in staying out of debt, all these things that we do hear from a lot of our clients over the last decade. And it's very satisfying to hear that. And so with that in mind, as we look at our clients who filed bankruptcy in particular and dealt with their debt, but still had student loans left, that actually was preventing them from moving forward in the way that they really wanted to, because for a couple of reasons. One, well, it's a debt that they still have to keep paying, right? So it's a lot harder to save money. It's a lot harder to have a balanced budget when you have a monthly payment on a federal or private student loan. But also, because those debts aren't discharged in bankruptcy, they can become in the future, they can become collections actions, they can become lawsuits or wage garnishments or various different enforced collection activities that can drag your credit score back down, even after bankruptcy has been filed and you've rebuilt, and then, oh, I couldn't stay on top of my student loan, so now it's coming back down because of a lawsuit that was filed by a private student loan lender, for example. Right. Okay, so dealing with it at the time of the bankruptcy is ideal as far as being able to rebuild your financial life as well as your credit score. That's the time to do it. The time to do it is when you're dealing with all the other debt, the credit card debt, the car repossessions, the eviction judgments, the payday loans, whatever, the medical bills, whatever else might be there. Deal with all that, then deal with the student loans also at the same time, and then rebuild.
Well, I mean, I couldn't agree with everything you just said. I agree with. I see it from our side at 720creditscore.com. We have so many people come to us, and it's because of their student loans that their credit's devastated. Right? Because as you know, if you looked at your credit score, many times student loans show up multiple times on a credit report. Even though there's one payment, it shows up multiple lines. So you miss one payment and it shows up as 10 late payments. I mean, it is a killer to a credit score. Yep. And so that's the one thing I'd like to say. The other thing I want to point out is raising a credit score is about rebuilding around the bad credit, right? It's really simple. This is what we do all day long with your bankruptcy clients and bankruptcy clients around the country, right? We've had over 110,000 people through this program of simply getting the errors off, right? And getting people into a program to understand, okay, great. You need to establish 3 new credit cards to build new credit around this bad credit, right? And there's a big misconception with credit improvement. I need to clean up my credit report to have a high credit score. That's not the case. I mean, Ken, how many times with your clients have we rebuilt the credit score? Rebuilt the credit score from someone with the bankruptcy on the credit score. I mean, it happens all the time.
Thousands.
And in fact, Ken, so this is a client of yours that I just got this selfie video submitted. Check this out.
After filing for bankruptcy, I can't even begin to tell you the wave of relief that washed over me. I was very young when I filed for bankruptcy. I was only 21. I'd had a son at the height of the COVID pandemic, and I wanted to make sure that I had a certain future for him, something that I didn't necessarily get as a child. Definitely on the pathway to becoming a college professor. Thanks to filing bankruptcy, that was all possible. I want to say that 720 credit score has helped me repair my finances after my bankruptcy in ways that I didn't think would have been possible. I think that people have a really negative connotation of bankruptcy, just like I had in the past. Definitely want to go ahead and thank the bankruptcy process and 720 credit score in helping me move on from this and creating the best future for my son and my family.
How great is that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
How great is that? I mean, and that's the thing. So, as part of this video series, in the first video, we talked about student loan forgiveness on the federal, second on the private. And no matter what, you're going to be left on higher ground because with Neely's firm, studentloanrelief.us, we'll have everything, all the links below. You're going to learn how to get all the errors off your credit report. This is after you manage everything with Ken, and we're going to teach you how to rebuild your credit score. So Ken, anything else you want to share?
Just to say that, what I tell my clients as far as rebuilding and credit scoring itself is that the credit scoring agencies have a short-term memory. It's really, what have you done for me lately? So you're exactly right, Phil, that even a bankruptcy, as impactful as that is on credit score, after 6 months, it's 6 months old, and the credit reporting agencies start to say, yeah, that was a while ago. And then after a year, that was quite a while ago. And after 18 months, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Right. And if you've done good things in those 18 months, which is exactly what you can learn, just like the video we just saw from Anthony, if you learn how to do that by following the 7 steps to 720 credit score program, then it's really easy to just rebuild over the top of a bankruptcy and have a great credit score and a great financial future.
And you're starting with no debt. I mean, imagine you're going to have some people watching this video, $50,000, $100,000 in student loan debt gone. So, okay, Ken, on that note, thanks for joining. If you're new to us, you could feel free to subscribe. You're going to get videos, informational video like this. I've had Ken on many, many times to give us updates on student loans. You can get a free consultation at studentloanrelief.us. And all the information will be below. Ken, thanks for your time.
Thank you.